Hello everyone, how are you guys doing? I'm going to give it a couple of minutes before all of you all join in, and I know this week I'm going a little earlier than the previous weeks. I hope you all are well. I know September energies have been quite interesting. Hi Bardi, good to see you. So tell me guys, how has your week been? Hi Elena, nice to see you. All right, today's topic is going to be really interesting is because we have never really touched on the shadow side of Monadic Flames. And it's one of those topics that many of you all are probably, oh, thanks Bharati. I got a new hairband, probably that's. Hi Melanie, oh. So glad to see my regulars. Hi Moni. Hey beautiful. Hey Laura. And Laura says hi to everyone from Scotland. You know, it's amazing how each one of you all are from like different countries. Like Bharti is from New Zealand, Melanie is in the US, Laura is in Scotland, Henry is from Holland. You know, we've got people from all over the world tuning in. And our dear MJ is here as well. Wow, we've got a good number coming in. That's good, that's good. You know, like every week doing this live, connecting with you all is like the best thing ever. You know, it's, oh, the acoustics in the hallway. What acoustics? Yeah, I love that we are dotted everywhere too. And it's interesting because all of us are on this journey, and it's so vital to have this support system. If not, it's going to be my voice. Thanks, Melanie. Thank you, MJ. Like, I'm really loving like hairbands. Like, thank you so much. Thanks MJ, I love you so much, and thanks for the compliment. You guys are really, you know, making me feel so happy. Hi Amy. All right, again, MJ and I were, you know, cracking our heads about like what topic to do, and this has been something we have been discussing a while, and I've also been writing an article about it, like tips for Monadic Flames and how to spot those, how do you realize that you're actually walking off path, and why Monadic Flames also go through challenges, because the understanding is, and that's how it is, Monadic Flames are born awake, you know, more awake, not really more or less awake. Every human being who's born on earth tends to go through that veil of amnesia process. So with that, Monadic Flames come to earth for a couple of reasons. Most of the time, it is mission-centric. Some, like literally holiday. Some come back because their star family are stuck on earth due to the repetitive cycle of death and rebirth. And some actually genuinely want to come, like a UN voluntary mission, you know, they come to help. Often with twin flames, up there you realize that no energy or nothing can come between you, nothing can separate you, and people often underestimate Earth. And, yes, Amy, finally. So back to what I was saying about Monadic Flames. Often a lot of Monadic Flames underestimate Earth before coming here. They think it's all going to be smooth because a lot of us, we do missions on other planets and other densities and other planetary star systems. So when we come to Earth, we have had like a gazillion lifetimes, you know, in other star systems, and we feel like, Earth is just going to be like that because there are 3D like planets, like Earth as well. But one thing about Earth is the most versatile, treacherous, it's like a treacherous terrain navigating through Earth, and is a planet which has got the most diverse souls from all over the galaxy as well. It's just that Earth in itself has got this giant wall around it, placed by the Galactic Council because there was a lot of energetic manipulation that was going on. Hence, they wanted things to repair by itself. So that's why the veil was placed. Often there's a lot of misconception that, it's the evil, no, that's nothing like that. The reason why Earth is isolated is because Earth is given the opportunity and chance for it to ascend in its own speed and time. And that's when starseeds, twin flames, monadic starseed, twin flames, people like us come in and make them. That's okay. Even though you're split soul, it doesn't matter, split soul or monadic, we are all, we're all twin flames. So regardless. And having knowledge of everything is good because you can always help your friends as well. So back to the war. So due to that, whatever you guys tend to perceive on Earth tends to be very third dimensional. It's more of like a physical aspect of understanding. But of course, many of us, from time to time, would experience deja vu, would experience awakening. Of course, Linda, I know, I told you I'm monadic. Yeah, so from time to time, you will be activated to your mission. So you see, the challenges is a lot of monadics, even though that we are creations of God and we are children of God, often after coming to Earth, it's so easy to be entrapped by Earth's seducing, illusory mechanisms, which is temptations, which is all good, which is all fine, which is all a feature of Earth. But when you start walking away from the path of your origins, from why you had come here, you start suffering in many ways. Firstly, you'd feel like you are in this constant nightmare where you're not able to unite with your monadic flame, for an instance, so you keep going around in circles. Another thing is that you would start feeling, so that's why even though it's not like split soul twin flames where they go through a separation phase, monadic flames go through a separation phase due to their own doing often. See, it's all energies ultimately. So when you are energetically vibrating at a certain vibration, it's impossible for you to be in union with your divine masculine for monadics. And that is what causes separation. And some divine feminines, monadic divine feminines, in fact, there are 3 types. One is they tend to blame everyone and everything for their circumstance. Because you see, monadic flames have this world of experience, world, I literally mean worlds of experience. And then when you come to Earth, you feel extremely limited. You feel like, hey, what am I trying to do? And even though you don't know for sure, because we sign up for it, you sign up for the fact that you come with you're willing to agree to the terms of the planet, that is to forget your origins. But even then, if you're always connected to God, if you're always connected to who you are on the soul level, you would not have even forgotten anything. Like you would remember where you've come from. And anyway, let me focus on the 3 categories. So blaming. So when monadic divine feminines walk down this path, they tend to blame everything on their divine masculine. They would tend to project. They will keep saying that, oh, it's my divine masculine who's not awakening, it's my circumstances that are not favorable, it's all others. And thanks MJ for bringing that up. I'm going to quickly read MJ's comments because it's very vital. MJ says, I've seen it in a lot of reading requests. They refuse to understand it's all about their vibrations and deep connection to God. And that's what I've been saying from the start. And it's very, very important, like you not realizing God or understanding God is denying your own existence. Often people tend to confuse God with religion. But God in itself, it's not religion. Like God is accessible to everyone out there. There's no barriers or there's no middleman or there's no banana seller, like you have a direct connection to God at all times. And there is no reason to shy or feel shame or anything like that, God is everything. And I'm not saying it from a religious perspective at all. I'm saying it from a spiritual perspective. The more you're centered, the more you're connected to God, the more you surrender to the universe daily, the more you'll realize that what you perceive around you changes massively. So that goes back. So as a Monadic Twin Flame, if you find yourself like not being able to be in union with your divine masculine, the first thing you look at is your vibrations. It is difficult, and everyone goes through issues. Everyone needs healing, and healing is an ongoing process. It's not like I'm healed today, tomorrow I'm perfect. You're not a robot, you're a human being, Constantly, every day you have new experiences. Every day you go through different things, and that's how. All right, so when a divine feminine keeps blaming and keeps projecting, her vibration goes down, and then she'll realize that it becomes harder and harder and harder to connect with her divine masculine. And you see, the thing about Monadic Divine Masculines is that they are also awakened. So in many ways, they're actually helping their divine feminines realize their potential. So for example, one example would be you're putting off some things, as a divine feminine, not spiritually, like in every aspect of your life. So your presence or meeting your Monadic Twin Flame in person will activate certain codes that will help you walk on your path. And another thing is that with Monadic Divine Masculine, they are always testing their divine feminines, like constantly. Like they will, for instance, if you're into all of this, like higher aware understanding, even that they would question. It's like they're constantly testing you to become the best version of yourself. So the second category of divine feminines is the one that thinks that I know it all and I am perfect. It's my divine masculine who needs the healing. That's category 2. Category 1 is all blame. Category 2 is that I'm highly awakened, but my divine masculine is the big. Guys, one thing I want to tell you is that is a very common misconception. Often, for Monadics especially, the divine masculine is actually more awakened. And that's the reason why that separation phase within Monadic Flames happened for the divine feminine to learn more about herself and to be independent. You see, ultimately, you guys are already in union. There is no separation with Monadic Twin Flames. We are always with our twin flame, regardless of whether we are together in the physical or not. So, it is a very important step, like when divine feminines tend to, so this was something, often Monadic Twin Flame separation happens for two reasons: ignorance or arrogance. So arrogance is when the divine feminine tends to think that she's above everybody, above things, doesn't center herself, doesn't connect to God, tends to always fall into this immense egotistical. So you see, the thing is, ignorance, arrogance, and ego, they're all connected. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. Sometimes it's necessary for your awakening to happen as well. You see, ego comes from the mind, and that's why ego is often described as a fourth dimensional trait. And that's why there are a lot of articles written about the good ego, the bad ego. Ego is basically your recording device, which is the mind, that helps you making decisions based on what has been stored in your brain, in your mind, which is like memories, experiences. So what happens is, instead of and that's why MJ raised a really beautiful point. Sometimes if you keep asking the same questions in the readings, or if you keep trying to listen to all those YouTube readings for the collective, you're only going to be misguided, because the search is internal. Same thing happens with the divine masculine too. You would find some divine masculine saying that, oh, I'm not spiritual at all, but it's actually not true. They are the most spiritual. It's just that the way they perceive spirituality transcends common norms, just like us. So MJ has got another comment. Oh, she's replying. Okay, I'm just going to continue. Oh, I see a drop in people, I hope you guys are not bored with my discourse. Anyway, I think I've covered the blaming divine feminine. So in a way, the wounded divine feminine actually happens because she is drifting away from God and the universe and the path. So I was talking about how Monadic Flames are here for many different reasons. And you would ask me, why do Monadic Twin Flames choose... oh, thanks, Henry. I needed that boost, I was thinking, why is everyone leaving? And I know with the echo from the hallway, my voice is, a bit more... Anyway, on a side note, my mom would always say, every time I speak, she falls asleep. So I hope the 7 of you guys who left haven't fallen asleep. Yeah. Okay. So the categories. So imagine, right? You sign up for a UN mission to go to a third world country to help people. From where you are, and most of us are from NEDCs, more economically developed countries. From the way you perceive, you feel, okay, I'm okay, I will be able to do this mission, it's all fine. But when you go there, you realize, oh no, is this what I signed up for? So same thing, when you are up there, you sign up for Earth's mission. But when you get in here, you don't have support, direct hotlines to help you, you are here on your own. And often separation is part of the mission as well. Because when you're together, your light is too strong and you're identifiable. And how would you be able to work on a mission if you're identifiable, right? Oh, Bodhi, I'm awake, literally. Oh dear. All right, good night, Rachel. Oh yeah, there is 14 on mine too. Oh, thanks, Linda. Love your knowledge and insight on the topic. You see, guys, the thing is, if you ever feel like you are, often it's not, none of you here, but you may see some divine feminines and you wonder, are they even divine feminines? So they are the wounded, arrogant, straight off the path from the universe and God divine feminines who go on judging people, criticizing people in a way. So sometimes some are really not twin flames, some are again broken. But one thing with Monadic divine feminines is that they are still very loving and nurturing. They never go through that extreme because their purpose is to help and elevate. Yeah, actually it doesn't matter, but understanding what kind of a twin flame does, because often the readings are designed for split soul twin flames. So having knowledge that you're a Monadic twin flame would help you. All right, so the bottom line is Monadic twin flames come from highly advanced star system with activated chakras. Again, your chakras can be activated and you can easily deactivate it if you are not aligned vibrationally. And this has been taught in all kinds of mystical schools. It's very common knowledge. Your chakras are like wheels. If there's a lot of debris and dirt, it can't spin. Just like how your bicycle won't be able to run. So you need to oil it, right? So same thing, when you constantly balance and cleanse your chakras, you will realize the way you perceive life changes. So that's when it comes to the second part. You would be asking, but why can't I just do my mission, be with my divine masculine and have all the fun and still be on mission? You see, that's when, don't you realize that romanticism itself can be a distraction to purpose? Why is it that when people go on missions, they often have to leave their families or they'll have to separate? So same thing. But you should be, firstly, for those of you Monadic twin flames, be extremely grateful that your divine masculine is here on earth with you. Number one. Secondly, be grateful for every moment, be it separation or be it together. Thirdly, treasure every moment you have, be it physical or in like communication via video calls or video chat, texting. Everything matters, and you'll be thankful later, of course, because it's very precious. Every time you are with your divine masculine in the physical, there are many codes being exchanged. So you're both healing each other. So every communication, even when you're not communication, you're working, you're preparing. So treasure all these moments. Often you will feel a void, especially after you've been with your Monadic divine masculine, and then there is separation. You guys are not talking, but take those memories that you already had with your Monadic divine masculine and also listen closely to what your Monadic divine masculine has to say. There are a lot of clues in his words that will help you with the journey in itself. And one of the clues is, if you notice, with Monadic flames, often at the beginning stages, the divine feminine will be overly excited. She will tend to go above and beyond, cooking incessantly, like really taking care of your divine masculine. And that in itself can be overwhelming for your divine masculine. It's because you operate from the space of lack of, unworthiness, neediness, wanting the attention. If it comes from an altruistic, magnanimous point of view, then it's different. But often when divine feminines meet their divine masculines, they overreact. And that happens. Come on, you are seeing your lover, how else are you supposed to react? But you see, when a lot of divine feminines meet their divine masculines, they are not awakened yet. And that's why I've worked with a lot of twin flames, right? One thing is that meeting some form of contact with your divine masculine kickstarts your awakening process. So you start feeling the need to work on yourself, to unlock your gifts, to change a lot of things. You see, no one is perfect. everyone who comes to Earth has got opportunities to grow, evolve, and participate in the entire process of Earth's elevation. All right, I am going to take some questions, but I think I've covered what I want to cover, and I'm going to actually write an article, so probably MJ and I will have a good run through with it, and then we'll post it soon. So you have like on top of this video, you'll also have like a summary of like how to survive. Probably I should write it as a survival guide. Being a divine feminine, how do you survive? Okay, Megan. Oh, I love how you guys are always talking to one another and supporting one another. It's amazing. Thanks, MJ, for the heart. All right. Oh, yes. Yes. Okay. Another part. Thanks, MJ. You see, I almost forgot. Soul mission. I'm going to talk a bit about this. So I know I just touched on it at the start. Many Monadic Twin Flames, in fact 99% of Monadic Twin Flames are here on a soul mission, on a combined soul mission. And that soul mission can be achieved irregardless of being in union with your twin or not. That's the reason why I say keep doing you, keep being you, keep doing what you gotta do. Don't think that, oh, I'll wait for my divine masculine to do this. I'll wait for my divine masculine before I move states. I'll wait for my divine masculine before I start my master's degree. I'll wait for my don't, guys, don't wait for anyone. You're not, you guys are not designed to wait. You guys are like highly advanced starseed with a purpose. In fact, if you know each one of y'all, if you know your soul history, that's why I would recommend you guys having a soul reading with me. You guys would be mystified, like fascinated, like you'll understand, like, why have I been so limited when I have so much to give and contribute to the universe, just based on your soul history and what you have done and why you're here. Another thing is, a lot of missions are protected, even on Earth, right? Is any mission like transparent, like accessible on Google? Think about it, as starseeds, we are on a highly advanced mission. You don't want your mission to be known by anyone. What's the purpose of the mission then? Often the sole purpose. Again, you might think, oh, is it going to be like the movies, is my sole purpose going to be about redrawing great lines? Guys, you're already doing it, you just don't realize it. Sometimes, even with me, I often would see, I'll have these periods of time, I'll be like traveling constantly for work, for many different reasons. And sometimes I'll be like, why am I even in this place? As a great worker, starseed, like every time you're in different locations, you're actually helping to elevate the energies of the place. And that's what we carry as light body vehicles, as pure souls. We actually carry a lot of codes that help activate different points on Earth. So the next time, if you find yourself in like strange places or experiencing strange things, you know that you're actually helping elevate certain, or tweaking or downloading or uploading. There's so much work. So you can do it consciously, like I do it consciously. I'm aware, but even I have some missions which I'm aware, but at the same time don't want to remember, because you don't want to be hacked literally, like while you are on mission. So you got to trust God and the universe constantly, and the Galactic Federation, of course, where we are often given our mission work from. Another thing is that it gets more and more interesting. The more you delve into it, the more you understand your purpose, the more you realize you won't be focused on your divine masculine as much. And you will also realize, hey, I have so much work to do, and that is the reason why my divine masculine is not in union with me as well. Because once you start to awaken, you realize that awakening is not a one-off, like I switch on my laptop and it's on. Awakening is a process. Self-realization is a process. And you know what's the fun part? Not the destination. The journey is the fun part. You failing, you waking up, you struggling, you being in separation. This is the fun part. Because when you get into union and when you have your vibration that is going off the roof, that is the most beautiful experience ever. Because then you will be so in tune every way. Like you would just be, how do I even put it? From the sex to the union, everything will be magical. So you may think that you are making love in a room, but you'll be making love literally in the galaxies if you have your eyes open. That's how mystifying it is. Okay, this is a very good question that Rachel has brought up. Do we have the runner-chaser dynamic as the other types of TFs? I feel like my DM, you see, again, the runner-chaser dynamics for split soul twin flames is slightly different to monadics. For monadics, it's often for preparation. The separation is for preparation, you know. So if a divine feminine just focuses on the runner-chaser dynamics, then the chances of union is going to be very slim because she's not getting the clue, like this is the time to actually look inward and to focus on herself. And that's why some monadics are stuck for eons of time. Like I have worked with some monadic divine feminines who had been stuck for like 500, 600, 5,000. It was 5,000 lifetimes. And it was so hard to like anchor back to reality because when she first came to me, she was just, you know, fully confused, in other words to say. And that running chaser dynamic just went on for lifetime after lifetime that they completely forgot why they were on Earth to begin with. And no matter how much intervention the Galactic Federation could give and other starseeds tried to help, they just couldn't awaken. So you don't want to walk down that path as well. So it's important to accept anything that happens and to treasure it as the best for your current situation. So even if as a monadic you're not able to be with your divine masculine, don't worry about that. You are already in union. Just keep trusting God, keep praying to God, keep connecting. See, often people just glamorize twin flame union as something romantic, you know. That's why the folk, the Adjustment Bureau is really good, because when Matt Damon and Ampli Blunt separate, they become like their best version of themselves in a material way. But still, the message is, once you're ready, once you're fulfilled, once you're up there, when you actually get into union, nothing in the world can separate your energies. So again, in terms of energies, I would like to say that when you are operating in higher energies, no force can come to separate you because you're not going to be affected by anything. In fact, people won't even be able to see you, and you won't be like flaunting or, you know, going all hoo-ah about being, because being with your divine masculine you have always been with your divine masculine. There's no big deal coming in union. You get what I mean? So if you focus on the 3D aspect of union, then it's a long way before you will actually get into union with your divine masculine in the physical. That's why please take this time to like focus. Take this time to focus on yourself, becoming just, you know, when you do work and when you heal, when you look at the mirror, there will be this glow that's coming from within. And this is the glow that's going to attract your divine masculine back to you. And that's why they say, you know, like when a person has got everything put together, they don't have the glow and the energies won't lie. Especially when, you see, it goes down to the simple principle. Like, you know, you ask someone, how are you? But they're actually hurting internally. You know, you feel it. Same thing. With this work, with this evolution, with this soul growth and progress, you can't lie. Energetically, you will just know where you are. That's why, guys, please don't chase union. When you chase it, it's always going to run. Like everything in life. See, some examples will be like, when you're a student, you may be chasing grades. And you realize the moment you actually stop chasing grades, you actually start doing extremely well. or people are constantly chasing opportunities. When you stop chasing, all the opportunities will come to you. That's why I want you all to be really, really, really happy and be the best versions of yourself. Why do I do these every week? Because you guys have all grown and transformed beautifully. Each and every one of you all are adding light to this planet in ways you guys don't even know sometimes. That's why when you focus on yourself, inner growth is the most beautiful thing ever, It's like glow for the soul. Another thing you would notice is twin flames in general do not age. You will feel like you're getting younger by the day instead of getting older. For some of you all who are in your 60s and 70s, you practically look like you're in your 40s. And for those of us like in our 30s, we practically look like we are teenagers. Like the movie Twilight, after you start awakening, after they realize they're vampires, they stop. So something like that. Once you start realizing you are twin flames, you realize that the aging process stops. Because you're content, you're happy. All of those earth-centric notions don't affect you anymore. Oh, Linda, you see? I see that glow in the mirror and my eyes have changed from dark. Yup, you will see all kinds of physical. Yes, Lorinda, I told you. You see, Linda, I told you. You guys, like when I have sessions with you, I always tell you guys, you look 20 years, 30 years younger than your age. Oh, Moni, of course. Didn't I tell you how much you're glowing? You know what, guys? I am proud of each and every one of you. Like, you guys are so amazing, and your journey. And you see how beautiful you guys are inspiring one another, helping one another. I feel so touched because when I joined the group, like often it used to be us moderators and the admins would be commenting and helping. But now I see how each and every one of you are helping one another, sharing your own experiences, quickly coming in to help if one of the members have a question. This is amazing. Wow, you see, Lorinda, I really thought you were like very young, like all of you. Megan, yes, my eyes went from darker green to having a silver hue to them after animal. And congratulations, Megan. I'm so proud of you and happy for you. Yeah, so much is amazing. You see, and Megan has been always sharing about her journey. And you guys know, like how you really they were together and then there was this intense separation that came in the most unexpected time and how things are getting better again. You guys will be fine, Melanie and Mindy. You see, oh boy, I really I always think you guys are like in your 30s. So guys, I'm going to go on for another 20 minutes. So ask me if you have any more questions. I think I've covered what I have to cover. Let me just check. Oops. That's the glow from my laptop, guys. All right, I think I've covered what I've got to cover. I was just looking at my article to see if I had anything. Okay, I feel like I worded it better in my article. So the key issue is how when one twin flame, Monadic twin flame, strays away from their path, and this often happens when they are tempted by the illusions of the material world. And there's nothing wrong with being tempted by the illusions of the material world, but if you're forgetting who you are in the expense of forgetting your origins, your purpose and missions, then that is a big thing you guys have to focus. Another important part, which I really talked about, is losing your faith in God.
When you lose faith in God, you'll realize that things around you start to change. And a lot of you all know that. Okay, so I actually worded it this way. So some go on the path of arrogance and literally have their wings clipped, which means your existing superpowers will go back to sleep. So example, you're suddenly all arrogant, hey, I'm enlightened, oh, I can walk on water. And you don't acknowledge that everything that you have, everything that you're doing, it's all a gift from God, then you're going to lose it too. That's why they always say, praise Lord, I'm grateful to God. When we say this, it's an important part of our process of evolution too, thanking the universe and being in gratitude. So these things are really, really important. I covered that bit as well, externalizing the blame on everything except them. So some divine feminines think that they are also perfect and they don't see that they are the ones who need the most healing. Okay, and yeah, all right. Anyway, my article will cover more in detail. Usually I would write it quickly, but I've just been taking a bit of time with this one because I want to cover all aspects, and I want to get my inspiration going as well. So yes, another key feature is that once you realize everything is in alignment and everything is guided by God, the universe, realize that everything happens for a reason. Every misery, every joy happens for a reason, and you're always protected and taken care of. That's why, you see, there's a quote from the 16th century spiritual teacher called Patanjali. When you start realizing and awakening to all of your psychic powers, that in itself can be a distraction from realizing the path of God. So you want to go up there. And that's why, if you notice, the true psychics never flaunt their gifts or powers, and for me, MJ also knows that every day, I'm grateful to God for my gifts. I'm truly grateful. And that's why, when you guys share with me, how my predictions come true, and I get so happy and excited. I'm so grateful. I was able to spend that time channeling, working on your reading, and always happy to. In fact, if you guys, if you really want a reading, and if you want it much quicker, you guys can always book me in for a psychic Zoom session, because I try to have availability. I'll try to squeeze in some time as quick as possible as well. So yeah, if you're all interested in a reading or a channeling or a healing, the Akashic Records clearing is pretty good as well for Monadic Twin Flames, because it helps to reset, it helps to clear things on earth that may have been pulling you down, and it works on the 5th dimensional level. So there could be certain energies or implants, things like that. So it covers that. So that's why it's a high level healing, and it takes most of the time, as psychics and healers, we actually charge for our time because the gift is from God. So it's the time that we spend on it, and there's always this misconception, because people are it's a gift from God, why do you charge? It's for our time. Example, and in fact, all of us charge very reasonably, because the time we have, and we also need to survive as well. So basically, it's the amount of time we spend, and a lot of our healers here spend a lot of time, even with my healings. Every time you guys book a healing, I spend a lot of time, even with channelings and readings, spending a lot of time. And always, I'm so grateful and happy to see so much progress and helping you all understand your origins. And it's amazing, especially channeling to your Akashic Records. And I know a lot of psychics don't do future projections, but I have allowed it because I know it really helps. And I'm also known for giving clarity to my clients, so I quite kind of specialize in that as well. So if you're really confused or anything, feel free to book a psychic Zoom session. I'll be able to bring you back to clarity. And I try to work on the notion of practicality and rationality as well, so that your guys are grounded and the advice and guidance I give you can be applied. Oh, Melanie, I thank God for Vaij always being there. Thank you, Melanie. Melanie, thank you so much. You're such a beautiful soul and a beautiful friend. You're wonderful. All right, Mindy, I worked at a high school for about 5 years and got mistaken for being a one time a recruit for school you guys are talking about. Ah, Mindy, that's wonderful. Anyway, you did tell me. I've recently been in communication with Joey again. I'm so wonderfully happy, guys, that you're all communicating and happy. Okay, are there any more questions? Linda, Vaishya, beautiful inside and out. We will have another reading soon. Oh, of course, Linda, anytime. MJ says, you ladies look gorgeous. I really thought you were younger. Blessed be God. Yeah, MJ, right? We would often discuss and we would think you're much younger. Yeah, you guys are gorgeous. And MJ is also 16, guys. She is extremely young at heart as well. Really, and I will always do this, I always do this. I thank MJ and I thank all the other admins. I thank MJ, Joanna, and all our mods and our readers for, taking this time to be part of this group, and all our members as well for constantly helping one another, blessings to you all always. And thanks, MJ, for running this beautiful group, and for getting us all together, your power team. And thanks, MJ, for always being so wonderful, for being a great friend to us all. And without you, things won't be as fun. Oh, Megan, I would have lost my shit long ago if it wasn't for Vaish's guidance. I love her for it all. Thank you so much, Megan. That really made my day. And thank you, Melanie. Really, I'm so glad. Really, and that's why some days I'll be quite tired from work and all that, but I'll always try to squeeze in a time or a session, because I love that you guys are trying, and healing, reading, guidance is a two-way process. I can go on saying this and that and helping you identify, but if you do not choose to work on them, but you all do, and that's why I love you all with every inch of my soul, because you guys are amazing, and I am so grateful to be of service to you all, and being able to do readings for you all, be it the free readings on the page or private readings, it's always a pleasure. I take what I do very seriously, and I ensure that I give you the highest, the best channeling I can out there. And I want you all to grow. I want you all to succeed. I want you all to become the best version of yourself. And I want you all to be abundant, prosperous, and being able to live your life and desires and everything. See, and that's why when you start healing, you start glowing, you start attracting opportunities. Another thing is, dear Monadic Flames, also cut off friendships or people who are actually hampering your growth in the journey. That is one of the big things as well. This journey can be lonely as well. So it's often important. That's why I'm so glad we have this group within group, and with my lives, you guys have all become friends, and it's amazing. And it's so important that, because you see, if you talk to other people, they won't really understand this journey. And there's always people who are going to pressure you to hey, you got to get married, you got to settle down, when they don't even know that you're on this really special, gifted journey, gifted by God, gifted by your soul, gifted by the magnificence of this universe. Guys, once you know who you are, I would really recommend you guys booking a soul report. I'll try to do a promo on maybe this mini soul report in time to come. And please keep comments related. Yes, guys, please. I know you guys are all having fun, which is good. But the purpose of today's topic, Monadic Flames, is about understanding ways to realign back to your journey. So guys, it's very important, and you have it within you. And really, cry out to God, talk to God, like how you'll be like, why do people pray? Why, like, think about it. When you actually talk to God, you actually feel this beauty and guidance, Melanie, thank you for that. In fact, it was inspired by you when I said, cut off toxic friends to all of y'all, because you guys, twin flames are highly energized, energetic beings who are empaths as well. So often you may, people will be like attracted to your light, and sometimes it's all about them, and then that's why it's so important to draw boundaries. So I'm so proud of you, Melanie. I'm so glad you're not going. Oh, so it saves you time, saves you like energetic abundance as well. Now you can go on doing things, to people who really matter. All right, guys, another 5 more minutes and I will be done. Oh, Henry, I love your future predictions. So thank you for always doing that and helping us all. Of course. See, I'm one of the rare psychics who do it, because a lot of psychics don't predict the future. But to me, I'm like, why should I not when I have the gift, right? And of course, I always say, you see, sometimes when you know the future, you are able to like change it if you want it, right? So that's another reason why I think that having that knowledge, that's why I focus on the Akashic Records and Book of Life, the past, present, and the future, because my intention is for you all to live out your best lives and live life with the highest alignment and with the highest energies and things like that. Hi, Marjorie. Okay, I'm just going to scroll some. Yes, guys, if you want a free reading, you can always request. All the rules are on the page. If you want me, you can request me. We have got great readers. All of us are committed and we all want to give you the best readings always. We've got Regina, Joanna, Kelly, me, MJ. We are like your star team, guys. We love. So you can always request. Even though MJ does not do readings, she will always be there to give her words of guidance channeled by God, with the guidance of God. So yeah, so always, if you want to, and if you have any questions as well, you can always post it, and then you can, and then it will be a group discussion post. Private readings, you can DM us. For free readings, you can post it on the wall. Yes, so Pearl, what you have to do is you can actually go to the wall, put in a request with your person's initials. And now, we do connection checks. It's part of every reading. So with every reading, we do connection checks. So you kind of know whether you're on a twin flame journey or not, which saves a lot of time and effort. You see, oh, Linda, I love reading MJ's posts. So MJ, you see, told you how we all love everything you do. Marjorie, I love you all. You have all helped me so much. I'm so grateful, guys, that you guys are like helping one another. And it's such joy to see all of you all grow and evolve. It's amazing. Mindy, I'm also starting to realize I need to say no to people and events that don't serve me. Wow, I love that, Mindy. Amazing. Mindy, you have transformed. You are amazing. All of you all are amazing. I'm so happy how each one of you all are becoming bold, being more comfortable with saying no and putting yourselves first, because that's very, very important. You never want to do something that does not serve the highest purpose as far as your soul is concerned. Elena, maybe one of your lives could be about the grand solar flash and our part. Oh yeah, absolutely. I will definitely do that in the coming weeks. Also, guys, thanks Elena for proposing that topic, and thanks Moni for also proposing topics. Thanks Belinda for proposing topics, and guys, keep proposing topics to me and I'll try to do lives based on that. MJ and I will run a discussion, and yeah, we will keep doing these amazing lives. All right, guys, you guys have a great, great, great weekend, and I will see you all next week. And now I'm onto my hairband phase, so I might come back next week with a different hairband. And before I go, whichever stage in your journey you are, you can always awaken to your truth. You can always return to God. You can always start trusting your soul from within, you know. So don't think like, oh no, I've 5,000 lifetimes and I'm still not united with that. Now, at least you realize that now, and realization is the first step to awakening, and it's so important. Self-realization is the key to unlocking so many gifts and truths to your life. Megan, love you, Vaish. I'm going to go out and hustle and make my DM proud. I love it, Megan, and I love how you're such an amazing person, an amazing soul. So have a great day. Mindy, you too, Linda. Love you too, Linda. Thank you, Laura. Love you all. And thank you. Have a great night. Oh, see you all next week, guys. Love you all. Take care. Bye-bye. Oh, and I'm having like a promo on like 3D thoughts, which is at 55 USD. So if you guys are interested, you guys can book. I haven't, it's actually on my other page. So yeah, but I'll definitely try to do a soul report promotion on mini soul report. So watch that space. And yes, if you guys want any urgent guidance or advice, you guys can always book a psychic Zoom session, and I will try to slot you all in fastest as possible. All right? Yes, Mindy, thank you for booking the healing special. It's going really well, the healing. And so many of y'all, I love it, you know, how much you've transformed. Because when I do healing for y'all, I can see, you know, energetically how much you guys have grown. Love you all, and you're amazing. Guys, have a good one. Bye-bye. Take care.